This is The Big Story presented by herbchambers.com.
My name is Maria Kramer. I'm a reporter at the Boston Globe, and I have been covering the fallout from the shooting of Officer John Jack McGuire on Sunday night. Since Officer McGuire was shot on Sunday, we have been told by police in Woburn, where the shootout occurred, that the man who fired at him was a man by the name of Dominic Sinelli. He was 57 years old. He was killed during the incident. What has sparked really a firestorm of controversy is that he was released from prison in 2009, and this was after he went before the Parole Board to plead his case. He had been serving concurrent life sentences, 3 concurrent life sentences for a series of robberies and armed robberies. And he also had escaped twice from prison during his time in jail. And on one of these escapes, he shot a security guard, a 60-year-old security guard. Luckily, the security guard survived, but it was an eerie foretelling of what was to come. At the parole hearing, Dominic Sinelli presented himself in a way that many people who are seeking parole present themselves. You know, he was very humble. He was dressed in, button-down shirt. He had glasses on. His graying hair was combed back. He was accompanied by a young legal advisor, and he fairly articulately made his case that he was no longer the man that had escaped twice from prison. He was definitely no longer the man who had shot a security guard while robbing a store, a jewelry store in downtown Boston. And the board, for the most part, was very convinced, appeared to be very convinced. They congratulated him for his turnaround. They said, you were once a menace in the prison system, and now you haven't had any disciplinary problems for nearly 10 years, and you seem to be a model prisoner. You're talking to other inmates about about recovering from drug addiction. So he really made a very compelling case. So no one testified against Mr. Sinelli during the hearing, but his uncle did testify on his behalf and pleaded with the board to release him. He was this frail man, he needed a cane, and another, soft voice pleaded for his nephew's release, saying that he was going to take care of him. What's happened now is that the governor's office has ordered a review. The governor's office tells us that they ordered a review on Monday, which was the day after the shooting occurred. We know very little about Mr. Sinelli's life after he was released from prison. All we know is what happened in the immediate past, and that is the shootout on Sunday night in Woburn.